Hello, it's about 5 something, almost 6 o'clock. Have my morning coffee. Not getting into card reading today. Been a lot on my mind. Talked and posts about what is a Satanist. I pretty simply answered that, and from the Satanic Bible, and a little bit in my own words, that we just love in our circle, and we're mostly people of action, not merely words. A Satanist can be anybody. They can have tattoos of Satanism. They can or cannot wear Gothic clothing. They can be anyone you meet. I think I've been on the path personally as a Gnostic, and I claim this because I've worked with it probably since the time I've been about. I felt compelled to probably when I was about 13 or 14, when I was studying books on astrology and some of the Gnostic myths and stuff. But to go into a little bit about me, which I have done before, and a little bit about this page. I can read a little bit of tarot, but when I'm under the influence of alcohol, I'm not coherent enough to even think right. But that need to be said, I posted a post that'll probably be getting deleted. It was a little bit when I was drunk, and it was for over an hour, and it was about nothing. Just scatterbrain ideas of delusions, which comes with the territory. But yeah, needless to be said, how am I doing? Financially, I'm not doing well. There's a lot to be said for that. I got a roof over my head, I got food in my belly. I get alcohol occasionally. Occasionally, I might buy roll your own tobacco and papers for cigarettes. But that's just what I do. A luxury for me would be a pipe. Maybe not for somebody, for other people. An occasional $9 cigar. I've been smoking the cheap Switzer blunts, but needless to say, I'm not going to do that here. This is not a proper place for that right now. I don't want to come across as being a dumbass or smartass. I just am learning techniques and new ways of handling my situations. Other people's situations may be different. I have had card readers. I've had people do card reads on me. Card readers meaning people that read cards or online astrologer tarot card masters that have actually done reads on me via email or by phone. and I've had amateurs, intermediate, and very experienced card readers do reads on me that I thought were well. I pay money for these things, so I know pretty much. Now, I myself am getting into a little bit of work on a little bit of tarot. Excuse me, I gotta get this started so that we'll stay lit. You know, one thing I find interesting is there's web pages for tobacco sales, but they don't show the use of tobacco. But they sell accessories like pipes. I show a picture of me with a pipe in my mouth, and of course I'm not regulated to even do that. I'm not here to talk about the FDA or the alcohol, tobacco industry. I've said many times that in this country and probably other countries, they have for years have pushed the use of tobacco, but that's another point, and it's beside the point of what I'm trying to make. But yeah. A morning ritual for me would be to meditate. We have a page on here called the Gnostic Luciferian. It was called the Luciferian something. I'm well aware of the guy that put the page together. I'm well aware of his criticism of Crowley, Anton LaVey, and the people, the entrepreneurs of the LHP. To say that Anton Sander LaVey meant nothing, and to think you mean something more because your studies go into Gnosticism. Anton Sanders LaVey was not a Gnostic Satanist, nor was he a Gnostic Luciferianist. He had dogma, he had a religion. It's all posted in my blog. People would do well if they would study other people before they start making comments that they don't understand. Anyways, this person, and you can look it up on Facebook, which I gave the name once and I'll give it again, but won't say it anymore, called the Gnostic Luciferian. But other than that, that's the only time I'll say it. He has criticized LaVey. Some of his articles are far based from what dualistic, anastasic, and he goes from Valentina or Valentinos Gnosticism. My Gnosticism deals with the Sophia not being as the dark Sophia Lilith. There's a difference. Not being as Lucifer being Satan. There's a difference. That's where the difference comes into play. You study me, you will study the Sophia. If you read into what I'm saying, you will know the Lilith. If you read into what I'm saying, you will know the Hecatech. You will know all the proper chronological angels that led to Lucifer, which led to Lucifer being like one of the lords. He would be like a lord, and then you have your kings and you have your presidents. This is all under Levian Satanism. Nothing to do with the Satanic Temple or Gnostic Luciferian as this guy's trying to promote. So if you read into what I'm saying, yeah, the video that I posted further back is going to be deleted. This will probably be, I don't know, maybe a 25-minute video. There are ways to handle situations. There's 11 satanic rules. I have them written down. Even got somebody that laughed about it. It's no laughing matter. Some of us feel compelled to this. There is dualism. Now, would it be so right to say that Luciferian Buddhist is different than Gnostic Satanism? It all has its purpose. A Buddhist is giving to the enlightened one. A Satanist is himself. We have laws that we obey, just like a Buddhist, just like a Christian. We're no better, no different. We're no worse, no different. I made a video a while back about traditions. Christians, if you are a true Christian, you do not hold traditions. That was pagan. I explained it. No need to go into it here. The angle of a nomadic value in a number system could be up to a deck of cards, no matter what order or what sequence. A move in chess could equal a value system, whether it be chronological or logical or just nonsense. There is a system, and I'd like to divulge it here, that I can come up with, and I can say, okay, if I know how the cards are placed, and I cut them once, and I let them fall, and I say, okay, and I have no clue, I say we got Baal. Controls the weather, rain, lightning, curses, or causes pestilence. Right there, bub. Now if I use that card as my go-to card, and I say, okay, we put this one in the bottom of the deck. No, we'll put it in the middle of the deck. We'll put it in the middle of the deck. We'll put it right in the middle of the deck. Which I have not done any rituals for this. I'm basically doing it on exchanges of values, angles. Ah, there we go. Lusug Rulikal. Gives all worldly power and treasures, makes one rich quickly. That's why I think that I take my fortune. I may not be good at mathematics, but what to say, like, if I played a $2 lottery, let's say I ended up with 20 bucks, or say I found $20, or say anything of the sort, and to say that these aren't right, would be like saying, okay, what angle do we have to hold these two cards by? These are the cards, right here. Maybe coming in reverse, but that's the cards. You put them aside. Now if I meditate, and then say, okay, now I can invoke these two. I can invoke them, which I have my papers to invoke. But see, these are the only two I invoke. There's many terminologies that you come up with to get worldly power and treasures. And the underruling with that, curses and causes, pestilence. So curses and treasures. Time has come with the later video that I made. I knew what I was talking about. Now I'm not going to sit here and ramble on.